Hey, Dave. It is the Disney Crush podcast live stream. I hear Veronica's television in the background. Did you tell her to turn the TV off?
Turn that TV off. There, I told her.
My phone's going bananas because Dave Youngword is live on Disney on the Cheap. That is our topic tonight, Disney on the Cheap. So what precipitated this tonight's show is that we are currently doing some research for next week's show. Next week's show is going to take a little bit of research. I'm working on it with Mandy, and we are going to be looking next week at the creme de la creme, Thurston Howell III, Pinkies Up accommodations, the suites. Hi, everybody. The suites that you don't even know exist at Walt Disney World, where the celebrities stay, where, royalties has stayed, those places on Walt Disney property. So we're going to be looking inside some of those suites next week. Mandy's doing some research on what it actually costs to stay there. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So we decided to go the polar opposite tonight. As you can see, I'm at the Motel 6 right now, doing Disney on the Cheap.
Did you check for bed bugs when you went in there?
I think it keeps it exciting if you don't.
Oh. So you just wake up in the morning and be like, why am I so itchy?
Hey, Amy. Amy sent Michael his Easter calendar and Sharpies this week, so thank you. He's going to be so excited when he sees them. Hi, Uli. One of Uli's ways to do Disney on a budget is that she has friends that are cast members. That's a good way to do it on a budget. Thanks, Rachel.
That's where she's staying right now. She's there live right now.
I'm at the Motel 6, yes.
She's out. Yeah. She's live right now.
So before we get started, I wanted to bring the viewers and listeners into this topic. I want to hear you guys' opinions, because me and some of my Facebook friends were having a little bit of a debate this afternoon. I'm going to share this. This is like a live Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook. And it's about what's going on at Disney right now.
Right this second.
Yes. Hi, This person says, hi, I'm in Orlando for the next 2 weeks and didn't realize that Disney was doing park reservations until we were already here. We did not want to plan in advance so we could have a more relaxing vacation. Clearly, this was not the year to do that. My question is, has anyone had any luck getting park reservations when they're already fully booked? All of the parks are fully booked for the entire time we are here, the entire 2 weeks. I've heard the rest of April is pretty much fully booked.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
Yeah. I have a friend. This is another one. Two posts the same day. I have a friend who has plans to go to Disney for the first time tomorrow. She didn't know to make a reservation because she's had no idea. She's never been there before. Will they let her in? Any suggestions?
Toni-Ann.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Toni-Ann?
I can hear you.
This week's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook. Bing!
You spit up in my ears. I had to take that off. So the discussion I was having this afternoon, and shocker, it was with Mandy and Amanda. I know you didn't guess who I was talking to about it. One hand is saying, well, you should research better. And I was being the devil's advocate and saying, these are people who know nothing about Disney. These are people who are not like us, not like people that are watching a Disney live stream on a Tuesday night, people that have either never been or are casual visitors who don't spend their day watching every press release that Disney puts out. And if Disney is willing to sell the tickets isn't Disney at blame a little bit here? If Disney's going to sell you a package, now Mandy says when you go to buy a package, it comes up on the screen. Be aware you need to make park reservations. But I think some of these people are saying, well, when we buy a ticket, we think that is a park reservation because they make you choose the days. They make you choose what your first day going to the park is going to be when you buy the ticket, because the price is based on your dates. So I feel like these people, I understand where they're coming from. Amanda, who is right now on the screen, said she kind of felt like, you have no clothes on, Michael. You cannot come on the screen. Michael doesn't have. Go put clothes on, then you can come on the screen. He's got just his underwear on. Mothers of boys, help me out here.
That's clothes. That's,
No.
No pants. It's
Go put clothes on.
no pants Tuesday. Tell me you're going to call Rich. I'm calling Rich.
So, I'm very distracted. So, how do you feel? Did Toni-Ann just shame us? Is that one of my Facebook friends? I don't know who that is. I feel like they need to know. I feel like Disney needs to be. I think Disney shouldn't be selling tickets. Amanda feels like when you go to buy the ticket, it says make a park reservation. So I feel sorry for the people. You better believe I did research. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that, but if you okay, so you're Googling Disney and what it takes to go, or you're reading the unofficial guide from 2020. There is nothing in the unofficial guide that says you need to make park reservations. I feel like Disney shouldn't be selling tickets. I feel like Disney should, before they sell, they should not sell tickets for those dates. If you have tickets bought for those dates, I feel like Disney should be reaching out to you and saying, hey, we realize you don't have park reservations. I don't know. I don't think you need to be us. Wait, what did Samantha say? I couldn't read it. You don't. If you ask to know you need a reservation, agree with Mandy. They have told you plenty of times beforehand that you need a. Okay, I just feel like this is unprecedented. You've never needed one before, so I kind of do feel bad for people. Scott's annual pass holder voucher didn't expire for 10 years. That's a good deal. If you hold on to one of those vouchers for 10 years, in 10 years, you're going to have the cheapest annual pass there is.
Yeah, right. Hello.
Right now, when you go to buy the tickets, it says check the park to make sure it's available. Okay. Some of these people are saying they bought the tickets last year. They booked a package and didn't know. Like they booked this package last year and didn't realize they had to make the reservations. They thought it was just like every other spring break that they came. So I don't know. What did Scott say about his friends? They bought the tickets for January and didn't actually use them till March. Well, yeah, I know that you can, but when they sell them, they make you pick a date. So Rachel's saying maybe it should come up that nothing is available before you hit purchase. Right. It should be a warning. There's no place to go on that day. You sure you really want to buy these? Yeah, Disney would refund. I think Disney's getting a lot of these calls this week. Well, not everybody listens to Toni-Ann Ciano-Zarcone, so, Adam, we're getting to that. He wants to know about Disney on the cheap. So what did Amanda say about her friend Brian watching Disney on the cheap?
That he would not dare miss this episode because.
Okay, well, he wants to watch next week when we're at the Primo Deluxe Suites. I think so. So one of the things we're going to talk about is staring me in the back here is Motel 6. We're going to talk about saving on hotel accommodations. One of the ways that people talk about saving is renting DVC points. My friend Scott can speak to this a lot better than I can. But one of the things that he's told me is that he prefers to rent directly from an owner than to go through one of these agencies like David's DVC rental. Yes, you should have a travel agent. But Scott, what I want to say about a travel agent is you have to have a Disney travel agent. You can't have your cousin Betty who sells cruises, who doesn't really know anything about Disney. You need to have a Disney expert plan your trip, and then you don't have any of these problems. You're right. Danielle says she gets emails all day long about it. If you're buying tickets for later on, capacity should be higher, so hopefully these reservations will go away. She had to, what? Oh,
she's talking to Auntie Judy.
They're talking about their names aren't working. So Scott, yes, you do. Okay, everybody says I'm wrong. I think I'm advocating for the people who come to the park at 2:00 in the afternoon and don't understand why it's so crowded. So, I guess. Yes. Okay, so can we talk about Disney on the cheap? So we were talking about renting DVC. For families that are bigger than 4 people, that's often the cheapest way to stay on Disney property is to rent DVC points. You can get a larger accommodation for those families. Another option is the cabins. And we've also found when we price things out that it's often cheaper to get 2 value rooms rather than getting 1 big villa. So you're getting 4 beds, 2 value rooms, and it actually often comes out cheaper. So that was one of the little tricks that for big families. All right. Everybody wants to talk about this, Dave.
Hey, take it easy. Hang on. There you go. Well, there doesn't need to be much said. It's just one of those ways to save a little bit of money. If you go to Disney, they stay well in a backpack.
Okay.
And if you put a little bit of frozen water in there with it, it stays all day, just about. So it's good stuff.
The other thing to know is if you are staying on property and you're looking for a cheap dinner, you can order these. And I know Shipt will deliver them. I know they will deliver Publix subs. I don't know about Instacart, but I know Shipt, I have had them. I've said, I have subs at this and this Publix, and they go and get them for me. So it might even be cheaper to take an Uber to Publix and pick up your subs and go back. I don't know, but.
Hey, we've had people come in with, I've seen people with hot wings come in there and open up a bag full of hot wings before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I was like, well, I didn't think of hot wings. That sounds pretty good.
So Danielle says she's rented points from multiple owners 3 times last year to stay deluxe. She has 2 nights at All-Star Movies booked next month unless she could find another great point deal. Yep. So this week, Veronica and I finally dipped our toe into the hot wire pool. And I've picked up some hints, some tricks and tips from people along the way before I actually did it. And we were successful at getting Pop Century. I know that Rachel Miller has a trip coming up in April to Pop Century as well that she booked through Hotwire. And for both of us, the most agonizing part of it was letting our travel agents down because we booked through Hotwire. So when you go to Hotwire's website, you can look up Walt Disney World, the Walt Disney World Resort. And that's what I did right here. And then I searched, and it brings up all of the greater Orlando area. You want to focus in on this area here that's darker green. That's the Bonnet Creek area. And that's where all the Disney resorts are. So if you look over to the side, you'll see the hotels listed. And the very top hotel looks very familiar. It's it's Pop Century. I mean, there's no doubting that it's Pop Century. Now, they're not always going to be that obvious. They're not always an actual picture of the hotel. Sometimes you'll see something like, no, I don't have that picture. That isn't a Pop Century picture. No. Sometimes you'll see a picture and it says not an actual photo of your resort. So you've got to be aware of that. So even if you see that Pop picture, you need to make sure it's Pop. One of the ways to do that is by going down to the amenities and choosing airport shuttle. Disney resorts have the airport shuttle, the My Disney Experience. Not My Disney Experience, Magical Express. Another way of checking is resort fees, because in this circle, in this green circle, you've got the Waldorf, you've got Wyndham Bonnet Creek, you've got the Hilton Bonnet Creek, you've got the Four Seasons. All of those resorts have resort fees. So the resorts owned by Disney will not have resort fees. Some of the cheaper hotels that are in this circle include the Town Suites and the Spring Hill Suites. Those have free breakfast. So if it says free breakfast, you know you're not dealing with Disney. So these are all things to tell you. You keep hitting your mic. You know that's my that goes right through me when you hit your mic. Can't help it. The number one clue that it is Pop Century or All-Star Movies is the bed type. 1 queen bed and 1 Murphy bed. That is almost a given that that's going to be Pop Century. Or now All-Star Movies is opened in March. It'll be opening. So you might get All-Star Movies. We luckily got Pop for $100 a night, right around $100 a night. And I think, see here, it was $91 on this given day that I looked up. So you're taking a chance. It's not refundable, so you have to make sure you're really going to go, because it's not refundable. And you have to be really, really sure that what you're choosing is what you think you're choosing. So look for those things. No resort fee, airport shuttle, no free breakfast, and the type of beds. They've been running specials on Coronado too. Coronado, the value resorts are going to be listed as 3-star hotels, and the moderates are going to be listed as 3.5-star hotels. And sometimes you can see some reviews, and the reviews will kind of give it away too. They'll say something about a table bed, or they'll say something about the Skyliner. So sometimes you can see the reviews. So that's Hotwire, and your mileage may vary, and buyer beware and all that. But I would read a couple of articles before you actually pull the trigger and do it. And keep in mind, these are usually last-minute trips. These are usually trips that are a month out, maybe 6 weeks before they go to that really cheap deal. So, you gonna touch your mic, Dave? We got any comments?
Yeah, I got one. Sometimes you can get Yacht Club from Hotwire also.
Yes, I've seen Yacht Club. I've seen Yacht Club on there. That would be a 4-star hotel. So you've got to look, and oftentimes the prices kind of give it away, because let me see if I can see it in this picture. Let me see if I can bring up Hotwire, because
well, Amy,
what'd she say? I
she's
can't
waiting
see.
a client. She's making a client wait so she can watch for a few minutes.
Isn't she cutting somebody's hair?
Just give them your phone. Let them watch while you cut her hair. There you go.
Yeah, let them hold the phone so you could cut the hair.
And then just say, hold it up a little higher so I can see it. There you go. Yeah.
Dan says that Holly is like Sherlock Holmes when they use Hotwire for trips. Yeah, Holly is a really shrewd businesswoman when it comes to planning her trips. I know I've gotten to learn that about her real quick. So let's I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go crazy here.
Oh, Auntie Judy.
Well, okay, that's the other thing, Judy. I want to tell you, you can link your Hotwire reservation to My Disney Experience. I wish I had. I didn't want to bring it up because it had my confirmation number. But when you book the room, it tells you what you got. Told me I got Pop, and then they emailed me with a confirmation number. There was a Hotwire number, and then there was a hotel confirmation number, and that was the number that I had to put into My Disney Experience, and it linked to My Disney Experience just like that, and it's now listed in My Disney Experience. So I get what Judy's nervousness is about it, but I think before you do it, you really should do some research. So I'm going to
Hey, Amy, put a good orange streak in there and just tell her it's from the Disney Crush. Just a nice big orange streak.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Okay, so let's go look at Walt Disney World. Can you see my screen? Am I sharing my screen?
Yep.
I'm going to take us out of the screen. So oh, if I take myself out, you won't be able to hear me. So like I was saying, this circle here, that's Bonnet Creek, and we're going to look for let's look for the end of April. We're going to search. Again, I'm going to look for this circle here that I've made dark green. That's the Bonnet Creek area, which is where all the Disney hotels are. And I'm going to look at the amenities. And we're going to choose, oh, there are none. No airport shuttle, so there's no Disney hotels available that weekend. Let's go in here. That happens sometimes where there's no Disney available. You might have to wait a few more weeks because it only goes a few weeks out. So we're going to look for we're going to look for airport shuttle. And there's 4 with an airport shuttle. So it looks like this one, which looks very familiar. See, now the picture, it says sample photo only. So that is not a picture of the room. Sometimes it will say actual photo of the room, and there will be a picture of what is unmistakably Pop Century rooms. So sometimes you'll get reviews here. You've got this queen bed and 1 Murphy bed. So that right there is a hint that it's either Pop or All-Star Movies. Clicking reserve is not going to hurt me. I'm not buying anything yet. They don't charge you until you put in all your information. So I can do this pretty confidently without hurting anything. You're going to see that there is no resort fee. There's taxes and fees, but there's no resort fee. So this would be $220 for 2 nights. And I'm not going to book this right now, but I am going to show you a hotel that is not Disney. Well, that's the Ritz-Carlton, so we know that's not Disney. I'm going to turn off the airport shuttle. And we're going to choose this one, this 5-star hotel. I know right away it's not Disney when I go to reserve it. And they tell me there is a $90 resort fee. Disney doesn't charge a $90 resort fee. So that's a clue right away that it's not Disney. See, there's a picture right there of Pop Century. So no guarantee that you're going to get Pop Century unless it says this is an actual photo of your room. When I did this on Saturday, it said this is an actual photo of the hotel. So that was cool. That was cool. A clue that it's not Disney. This one is an all suites hotel. So it's more than likely the Town Court Suites or the Spring Hill Suites. And they have free breakfast. Disney does not have free breakfast. Sometimes, because Disney is old at updating things, it will still say free parking, even though parking is not free. So just be aware of that. So it is a risk. So, but know that if you're in that circle, if you're somebody who rents a car anyway, and especially with no Magical Express soon, you're still going to be close to Disney. You might be at the Wyndham Bonnet Creek or something like that, the Wyndham Grand, but you still can get a great deal. And if you're in that green circle, you're still going to be very close to Disney. So you're either going to be on Disney property. Sometimes you'll get the Swan and Dolphin. I've seen the Swan and Dolphin in there too.
I wouldn't be happy with any of those that you just mentioned.
Yeah. So the Swan, and that goes to knowing resort fees. If you know the Swan and Dolphin resort fee is $35 a night, when that comes up, you can almost tell that it's Swan and Dolphin. One of Swan and Dolphin's hints used to say free HBO. I think we have a special guest.
No, not yet.
Not yet. I think we might have a special guest.
We're going to wait and see. We'll see what happens here.
Okay. So let's talk about saving money on food. You want to save money on food, David?
Food is a good way at Disney to save food. There's sharing meals is awesome.
Absolutely. I know that you and Veronica like to share at Satuli Canteen.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a shareable meal. We have shared at 50's Prime Time because you get half a chicken. So 2 people could easily share half a chicken. You sent me this picture. You didn't like these pulled pork nachos. I don't know why you sent me that picture.
Just because everybody raves about them. And I thought, well, I'm going to put them up there because it was actually enough, in my opinion, to share. If you just wanted something to snack on for 2 people, could have definitely shared that. And I forget what the price was back then. I'm sure it's probably a lot more now, but it was reasonable.
Okay. And you have your famous ahi tuna nachos.
Ahi tuna nachos, also a very good shareable meal. And
Amanda Lamb said kids' meals. That was your kids' hamburger that you ate.
That's an actual picture. But I will say that I think we saved that till about 1 o'clock in the morning because we were up late. Maybe some whoopee going on.
Oh my God! I don't want to know about that.
And so that was we actually half that little hamburger, and it was really good at 1 o'clock in the morning. I just have to say.
Are you getting a thumbs up from our special guest or no?
Is that a thumbs up?
I don't know.
I don't. Did he give me a thumbs up? I don't know. I wasn't watching him. I was too busy with looking at other things.
Dan Austin. I want to go see what Dan Austin just said.
Okay, I think we have a special guest. It looks pretty good. I think he needs to come up a little bit so I can see him. He's there. He is, right there. That looks good. Right there. Let me see. Let me bring him on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, hang on. It's Hanover Fist, I believe.
Hi.
Hanover, how are you? You're in a.
Hey.
Where are you? What are you?
I'm hiding out under the sea with my friends because of what I've heard today about other things. Pete Warner, did you hear what Pete Warner did today?
No.
No.
You didn't?
No.
What have you people been doing with your day?
Working. We work for a living.
Working. Oh, working. I remember that. Seriously though, Pete Warner went off. He went off big time.
Well, that's not unusual. That's not unusual.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a jar which used to have cheese balls in it. I'm sorry. I love your podcast. Yes. Wait. There we are. Hello.
I hear the turkey of truth back there too.
Of course. Every time I put on your podcast, that blazing turkey won't shut up. Oh my gosh. And goodness. And good gracious. Yes. Pete Warner went off. He went off like I would like to go off if I didn't have a muzzle. Thank you. But he went off like never before. And you must You must watch.
Okay.
And every word of it was true.
So he came on to plug the Diz Unplugged. Thank you, Hanover, for plugging another show.
I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry, but it's all for Disney. You see, I do this all for Disney because, well, Dave knows Disney's very special to us. But if Disney doesn't get their poop together, Universal is going to take over. You know that.
Yes.
I'm just saying, I have people in the know that still work. They're not dead yet, you know? Not like me, who died years ago. And that's why I do that. That's why I'm stuck. What?
Oh, my God.
Dang it. There we go.
We're actually losing. We're losing viewers. They're all going to watch the Diz Unplugged now.
Oh. No, it's over. It was a live thing earlier today. See, the Turkey of Truth has spoken. Pete Warner, believe me, I have to go, Dave. I think I have to go.
We'll miss you, Hanover.
I really don't know what I'm doing here.
Okay, well, definitely.
And look at Toni-Ann. Toni-Ann is just beside herself, even though she had someone walk into her room totally naked except for underwear. But that's what boys do. When boys walk into a room with underwear, they are dressed. Don't you know that? That is dress.
Yes, I've been a mother, yes, long enough to know that, yes.
When they walk in with no underwear, that's when you have to say, please put on a tuxedo. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm stuck under the... Toni-Ann has lost it totally, folks. She's like, what? What is going on? And she's a nurse, ladies and gentlemen. She's a nurse. So you know what she's seen.
March 16th, 2021 is the day that Disney crushed went.
She's totally frozen. Frozen. Oh, frozen. All right, Dave.
Oh, all right, Hanover.
I'm going to have to go.
Thank you, Hanover.
It's good seeing you.
Everything I see is frozen on my end here.
Okay.
Which is about... I can hear you, but your faces are frozen in time. And I really can't look at it anymore.
Hanover finally knows my name.
And I wish you could see what I'm seeing. She's stuck in a face plant down and Mickey ears down. It's perfect. Oh.
All right, Hanover.
That's the last time I used a cheese ball container for a diving bell. Bye.
Bye, Hanover.
Bye, Hanover.
Oh my God. At least he knows my name.
I know he didn't call you Toni-Ann. That was good.
No, he didn't. That was good.
That was good.
So I wanted to know what Dan was saying about sharing a meal. There was something he said, but now we're
gosh,
we're off the rails.
I'm totally off the rails.
One of the things that I do is I'll get appetizers as a meal. They share at Pecos Bill and Columbia Harbor. Yes, Columbia Harbor House, in its former, in its glory when it's really Columbia Harbor House, was very shareable. We'd get 2 meals and share it amongst 3 of us. We kind of make it work that way as a family. Amanda has talked about getting 3 meals for the 5 of them. But my understanding is right now, while it's at Tomorrowland Terrace, while they're serving the Columbia menu at Tomorrowland Terrace, it's not as big. It's in the little trays, and you're not getting the portion you got before. Flame Tree Barbecue, yeah, you get a whole rack of ribs. You could definitely share that among 2 or 3 people. You can share the nachos at Mexico. Me and Michael did that. Kim does not share food.
That's too bad.
So what I'll do, I've talked about this before. They split the foot long 3 ways. Yep. You definitely do that. I've talked about this side dish of shrimp at Yak and Yeti. That's $5.99. So we'll each get one of those. We'll each get a plate of those for $5.99. And then we'll get the noodles and we'll share that. So we'll get the shrimp for $5.99, and then we'll share the platter of noodles for $9.99, and it'll be like we have shrimp and noodles. And it looks like that day we splurged on egg rolls. So but it's a good way for the family to share a Yak and Yeti. I just kept this picture up from last week. You guys went to Via Napoli. That pizza, if you order it, it's like $45, $46, depending on the toppings. And that could be split between a family as well. So that's counter service price for a table service meal. Absolutely. I'm going to talk about the biggest budget-friendly meal at Walt Disney World for a family. It's a hidden secret. Not a lot of people know about it, and it is the P&J's. What? That's not it. It is the P&J's takeout at Trails End at Fort Wilderness. This is a family-style meal. They've got an 8-piece chicken meal for $23.49, served with cornbread and your choice of 2 sides: coleslaw, cabbage beans, macaroni and cheese, or mashed potatoes and gravy. And then they've got a bigger meal for a bigger family, 4 to 6 people, which includes a full slab of ribs and the 8 pieces of chicken. This is a picture that I nabbed off the internet of what it looks like, because it comes with the cornbread. The sides are up to you. I guess that's the macaroni and cheese under a layer of cheese sauce, and the mashed potatoes and gravy. Right now, normally you have to go find like a picnic table to sit at, but right now, while Trails End is closed, they're letting you sit inside Trails End at the tables. So you don't even have to try to find a table to sit at. You just go and you can mobile order it, and you can sit. So you have to take the boat from Magic Kingdom to Fort Wilderness. So it's a good meal on your Magic Kingdom day. Half a slab of ribs and 4 pieces of chicken, $24.99, or a full slab for $26.99. And this is what it looks like. It is the Hoop-de-Doo chicken. It is the Hoop-de-Doo cornbread. So I think here's somebody else's. They got the coleslaw. So that is a deal. That's a good deal. Might have to hop on the boat next time you're staying at Copper Creek. Absolutely. Somebody said something about a vlogger. Did they say a vlogger went and did it?
Yes.
A park vlogger ordered that for one person.
They probably took a little bit back to the room with them.
I would think that's one of the times you have your Ziploc bags, I guess. But yeah, that's a really great deal for families. And like I said, it's a nice respite on your Magic Kingdom day. You take the boat over, and now they got tables for you. So you don't even have to try to find a picnic table. Mr. Morrow did it. Yeah. So that's some of the ways we save money on food. You can share a funnel cake. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the snacks are humongous. The funnel cakes. This is like the ice cream at Hollywood Scoops.
Yeah. And we share that because there's obviously.
That's Kevin Curtis Allen's least favorite flavor of ice cream.
Oh, no. He loves that. That's his favorite. Yeah.
He says it's toothpaste flavored ice cream. And Deborah loves it.
Yeah. It's not my favorite, but I will eat it. I'd rather have cookie dough.
And speaking of cookie dough, there's Olivia with the Num Num cookies.
That thing, the picture doesn't do it justice because that thing was huge. In fact, we took part of it back to the hotel room and had some the next day because it was that big.
Those carrot cake cookies are humongous too.
But look at her face. She was in heaven. Yeah.
So tell me, and one of the other things I want to talk about is a way to eat at a signature restaurant on the cheap is to go to Brown Derby at lunchtime. This is really hard to see, but you can there's a burger on the menu for $24. It's a It's got pastrami on it and Gruyere cheese and all kinds of stuff. Or you can get the Cobb salad for $18.
Mm.
And the Brown Derby, walking into the Brown Derby from Hollywood Studios, it's like walking into another world. Hollywood Studios is so insane between Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land. And you walk into the Brown Derby and the lighting is really subdued and the air conditioner is nice and cool. And the servers are wearing like tuxedo jackets and, white linen tablecloths. It is such a nice respite in the middle of a crazy Hollywood Studios day. I cannot tell you how much I love going to Hollywood Studios, to Hollywood Brown Derby for lunch. And that salad, which I never finish because it's humongous, is $18. And they still have bread and rolls. So you definitely fill up on that salad. My mother got shrimp and grits. I think that was like $26. But I know they have a burger. It has an egg on it and pastrami, and it seems to be very popular as well. So who of our viewers buys gift cards? Discounted gift cards is another way to save money. This is BJ's. BJ's gift cards. You could buy a $500 gift card for $479. So you've got to figure out the percentages of what the best deals are. Sam's Club, it's $484. So BJ's is a slightly better deal. And Target Red Card, you save 5%. So if you use your Target Red Card, they take 5% off whatever the cost is. So that is a savings. I mean, you're saving $5 on every 100. So it's walking to the 1940s. I must have missed a conversation that they were having. I know that. Go ahead.
No, I think he's talking about 50s primetime.
I know that Chad Pennycuff has talked about, they have Kroger grocery stores where he lives, and he gets gas points. So he buys the gift cards. They have specials where you get so much money in gas dollars when you buy gift cards, and that's how he saves money, because gas is part of your budget. So if you're saving money on that piece of your budget going towards your Disney, you're still saving. So gift cards from Target for annual pass holders, food, and DBC dues. Yep. Another, the Austins pay their DVC dues with gift cards too. Tom uses his Target Red Card for that 5% savings.
I'm sorry, Brown Derby, not 50s.
Oh, Brown Derby is like walking into the 1940s. Yes, it's the music. It's very cool. I love the Brown Derby. Another way to save at Sam's with gift cards is they do have Landry's cards. And Landry's gift cards can be used at T-Rex, Yak and Yeti, and any of the Rainforest cafes. So that's another way to save money. And it's not that much. If you look at that one, it's actually a $75 gift card plus a bonus $15 gift card for $74. I would be aware of those bonus $15 gift cards. People have had trouble with those. But it's a little bit of a savings. $46 for a $50 gift card. It's like having a coupon. Like, I have a coupon for the Red Lobster. That's like having a coupon for the Rainforest Cafe. Save $5. Whatever. It's a savings. A savings is a savings. So, Dave, you wanted to show us some of your off-site accommodations?
Sure.
Okay. This is a picture of the Magic Moments Resort and Kids Club.
Mm-hmm. And
I think Veronica was able to get that for G3. I want to say like $68 a night, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it was under $70, and they do have a free breakfast in the morning, even though we're in these times that we're in,
Mm-hmm.
that you can go up to the lobby, and they have the food available. You just pick out what you want, and they'll go in the back, and they prepare it for you and bring it out to a styrofoam container and give it to you. So
I'll tell you that room is bigger than Pop Century, definitely.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. and it's very clean, very nice rooms, and we've stayed there many, many, many times, and we've stayed in many different places off-site, and this is probably one of our top
favorites,
one or two go-tos for sure. Yeah,
I think that now that there's no more Magical Express, if people are thinking about renting a car, it does make staying off-site a little bit more palatable. People get this thing about Disney transportation is oh so wonderful, but when I see these lines at Pop Century in the morning to go to Hollywood Magic Kingdom, I'm seeing lines where people are standing by the 50 section waiting to get on a bus to Magic Kingdom because the line is so long, weaved around. And somebody said they waited over an hour to get to Magic Kingdom the other day. So staying off site and driving yourself is not as unthinkable as it once was, especially once Magical Express ends.
Yeah,
So,
Amanda, if you're talking about the room at Magic Moments, yeah, you can sleep 4 there. And if you happen to have a blow-up mattress, I can sleep 5 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. If you're a big family, and we've talked about this before, and we had Brian Wall on talking about rental homes. That's a great option. We've stayed at Wyndham Bonnet Creek with 8 of us in a suite. You can save a lot of money for bigger families. For big families, you may want to start thinking about staying off site if you're not going to do the DVC thing. So it's something to think about.
Yeah.
And all the
Scott.
Disney resorts charge for parking, so it adds up quickly. Yeah. So you might say, well, if I stay off site, I have to pay to park at the theme parks. Well, now if you stay on site, you have to pay to park at the resort. So I think it's like $15 at the values. So it's $10 more if you're staying off site to park at the theme park. If you're at a hotel that doesn't charge for parking. So Dan says they buy generic light up toys and bubble guns before going and give those to the kids. However, this last trip they had all those items on sale at the park. Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
you
happens.
buy them ahead of time. Right now, Shop Disney website is having a sale a day. Some days have been wonderful. Some days have been real duds. So it just depends. Just watch every day when you wake up, check the Shop Disney website and see what's on sale today. So
Yeah, one of the biggest tips I can give anybody is, especially in the summertime, is water. Water at Disney, I believe, what is it now? $3 and change, or is it?
yeah, it's like $3.50 or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you can get you a case of water for the price of 1 bottle of water.
Yeah.
So that's a big savings. And also Disney does give, if you go to any of the quick services, you can get free water there too. If you don't bring some in, they'll be happy to give you some water.
And we did talk recently about.
And we brought other things in.
Yeah. We did talk recently about the fact that there's limited food options back at some of the resorts after 10 o'clock. And if you're somebody who's up later than 10 o'clock, you may want to have groceries delivered, or you may want to head over to Publix. And when you get your subs, get a couple of snacks for the room. And then you could get your case of water too.
Now, do you know what Amy's talking about? She's talking about the sports bottle refillable drink, Toni-Ann?
Yeah, I know. I had a server bottle, and it's got free refills at Homecoming for moonshine drinks. I don't remember what it sells for because I kind of blew the guy off because I wasn't having a good experience at Homecoming. So, but I don't know how much that is, Amanda. Do you know how much it is? And because it's free refills for like life. It's free refills of moonshine. Or maybe it's $1. I don't remember how much the refills are. Make your own ears and T-shirts. Yes.
Yep. I wonder who makes ears. I wonder who does that.
And my friend Uli makes T-shirts. So I was telling the girls this week that the Bankston's use Uber Eats, that I was listening to the Geekin' on WDW podcast this week, And Mama and Auntie Judy, I agreed with both of them. Auntie Judy was not impressed by Homecoming. I've been to Homecoming 3 times, and I gave it 3 shots, and I just don't get it. I don't get why there's so many places to eat at Disney Springs. I just don't get why that is the place that everybody says they have to eat. I don't know. It's just comfort food. I don't know.
Amanda's, I guess that's the prices there for.
Oh, it's $22 and $12 or $13 refills. Okay. I thought the refills were cheaper than that, but maybe it depends on when you bought it. I thought it was like $5 refills. Holly puts frozen Uncrustables in the stroller, and they defrost by lunchtime. Yep. That's good for the kids. We used to do that too. Yep. Yes, Uli. So, I lost my train of thought. We're talking about Disney Springs. Oh, and then Mama said, you're going to kick me, Dave. Mama said she's not that impressed by Raglan Road. And I have had multiple bad experiences at Raglan Road.
Yeah.
So
I've heard several people say the same thing. Yeah. I think because
go ahead.
No, because I think we stay very basic. We have a few things that we like there, and we don't really venture too far out other than that. We've been there with other family members, and they've gotten things like the fish and chips and stuff like whatever, but we basically go there for a couple items that we know are good, like the scallops, the scallop forest, the breaded scallops, and some other things, some appetizers. And we've never had a bad one yet. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I have heard. Yeah, there's a picture of it right there.
The scallop forest and the Smoky City. That's what Dave gets.
Yeah, that's the Smoky City right there. It's a great dip with some fish and potatoes in it. And oh, so good. And then, of course, the scallop forest. So I recommend those 2 things. Maybe somebody
also,
had something else.
I'm old, and I like to hear my table mates talking, and you can't at Raglan Road. Do not go to Raglan Road if you want to have good conversation with friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little loud in there.
A little bit,
little
especially when they put you at the table right next to that center stage, and the guy's clacking his shoes right next to your head.
Yeah,
it's a little nerve-wracking. Where is my favorite place to eat at the Springs? I like Morimoto, and I had a great time at Jock Lindsay's with the Daves just this last week. I've had great meals at Maria and Enzo's, and there's a lot of places that I want to try that I just never seem to have the opportunity to try. I want to get to Enzo's Hideaway. I want to get to the new Wolfgang Puck restaurant. Haleo. My husband and I had the meal of our lives at Haleo. So, Haleo. So, do not rag on Raglan Road. It's Hanover's favorite. I had dry ribs there. Okay, I will admit I had mushroom soup that was to die for at Raglan Road. Yeah.
See? Okay. So then you would go back for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The scallop forks are great, Dave.
They are good. They are really good. Yes. Yeah. You'd like that fish dip, I think, maybe too. Yeah.
Well, that's really all I had. Did you have anything else you want to talk about, Dave?
No, just that when we go, a lot of times we get appetizers, and we always try to, not that we try to, it's just that we're not real big eaters. Mm-hmm. So for us, a lot of times we've been there so many times that we've tried so many things that we kind of know what to do and what to get. Yeah. That we know what to share, and then we're very comfortable with what we have, and it saves us money.
Something I didn't pull pictures over was because it's not open right now. Rich and I went to Jico. You can go to signature restaurants and just order appetizers. We went to Jico. We ordered 2 flatbreads and a bread service and maybe one other thing. And we ate for the 2 of us at a signature restaurant. We had these gourmet meals, and it was like $60. We're going to go to California Grill on Saturday, and I plan to do the same thing. I plan to just order a bunch of appetizers and just enjoy the atmosphere and without breaking the bank. So that's another way that we save money on food at Disney. Yeah, and what Dan was talking about, saving on souvenirs with the kids, is really a big deal too. If you see stuff on sale at Walmart or Target, buy it at home, and then have it. You can even have it in the room. People call that Tink gifts from Tinkerbell. When they get back to the room in the afternoon, there's a gift from Tinkerbell. So do not buy Legos at Disney because they're expensive compared to other places. Did you eat at Maria and Enzo's or I ate at Maria and Enzo's. I ate the Sunday brunch, which was a phenomenal deal they were running. I don't think they're having it right now, but it was an amazing deal, and there was a harp player, and it was wonderful. Enzo's Hideaway, I wanted to try the Sunday dinner, but I was never there on a Sunday night. I'm always leaving on Sunday, so now they're not doing it since COVID. So I wanted to try that Sunday dinner. Samantha says Wine Bar George is delicious. Yeah,
delicious.
There's so many places at Disney Springs that I haven't had a chance to get to. I want to try CityWorks. I enjoyed Splitsville. I had really good wings at Splitsville. So,
I've been to Splitsville, and I keep hearing people talk about the sushi rolls there, Amanda. And I don't know why I haven't had it, because we love sushi. So I'm going to get a sushi roll there. But California Grill, I guess, is delicious too. So that's a good one.
Yeah. I still haven't tried Polite Pig or Chicken Guy. There's just so much at Disney Springs. I don't know why people hone in on one restaurant that they go to all the time. So I shouldn't speak, because when I go with my mother, we have to go to Morimoto. We have to have the duck. That's her thing.
I think if Gordon Ramsay came to Disney Springs, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be. We have Hell's Kitchen at Disney Springs.
Oh, that would be great. Hell's Kitchen at Disney Springs.
Scott Daves, my dad said the lasagna at Maria and Enzo's is the best he ever had in his life.
Wow.
That's Bob Kuhn approved. There you go. Yeah, Maria and Enzo's is, and I'm Italian, and I don't eat Italian food at restaurants, and I really like Maria and Enzo's. So that hopefully says something. I don't know.
Gonna have to get me a captain's hat, because
Boathouse
I love a mimosa.
has Sunday brunch, and if you wear a captain's hat, you get a free mimosa.
Okay, listen. I think we need to do a Disney Crush meetup, and we all need to wear captain's hats and go there, and we all get free mimosas. That would be fun.
Okay, I think we'd probably spend more on the captain's hats than we would if we just bought a mimosa.
Well, hey, it'd be a good photo op. Hey, it's a good time.
That's true. It would be a good photo op.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll do it.
Haven't done Enzo's Hideaway yet. We just wanted to see how it is. Okay.
Yeah, you know who highly recommended Enzo's Hideaway was our friend Brenda Futrell, who is busy renovating a house right now. So that's why we haven't seen her in so long.
That looks amazing, by the way. I've seen pictures of it, and they're doing an amazing job.
Yep. Yeah. Samantha, we've enjoyed both times we've eaten there. Haven't done the Hideaway yet. Just want to see how it is. So Scott, let's go to the Hideaway. Come on, let's go.
He's going.
All right. Yeah, they're probably pricing mimosas. Okay. Oh well. Anything else? Any other ways people are saving money that I don't know about? DVC, renting DVC, staying off-site, hot wire,
sharing meals, taking
gift
water
cards.
Don't forget the Landry's the Landry's membership card.
Yeah.
That's another good one. A lot of good ways to save. And it's not like, it's just a matter of your budget and what you want to do. It's not that we're that cheap. It's just that, I don't know. It's so easy to take a couple waters in, and it's so easy to take a public sub in. And the public sub is so good compared to a lot of things at Disney.
It's better than what I had at Cosmic Rays that day.
Yeah. So
I would have loved a public sub over that hot dog I had at Cosmic Rays, I have to say. And it would have been cheaper.
Yeah. And it's just for us, since we're kind of semi-local, that we drive there. So we stop by Publix on the way before we get to the park. We get a sub. We call ahead, so it's ready for us when we get there. And, it's a no-brainer. It's a great little meal. And not to say, hey, look, I'm going to Satuli Canteen when I'm there. So, and I'm going to go to certain places to eat that I like. But on those days, say like Magic Kingdom Day, there's not a whole lot in Magic Kingdom, really. I mean, there's Sleepy Hollow, which we like. We always go to. But, you know.
Well, now I'm getting on the boat and trying this.
Right?
Now I'm getting on the boat and trying that. Now, I feel bad because Carl Casavecchia said he didn't really like the chicken at this chicken, but other people have said it was fantastic. So I think, like with all things Disney, the day you get it, how hot the oil was, who made it, I think can affect it. I mean, it's the same chicken that they serve at Hoop-de-Doo. So how's my baked ziti? Well, you need to come to one of my Christmas parties. You'll know. Your brother won't touch it because he doesn't eat pasta.
I've had it and it's it's good, but
it's
yeah, I just don't eat a lot of pasta. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Uli's buying gift cards. Yeah, you have to pay to become a member of DVC and an annual pass holder, so you can get that 30% or 20% or 10% discount.
Hey, they are going to send us Orange Bird magnets, though, supposedly.
That's what I heard. That's the latest rumor, huh? We might get Orange Bird magnets.
Only 2 per household, though. Veronica's upset because we have 4 annual passes. She wants 4 of those things.
Yes, Kevin, we talked about it. You'll see the podcast comes out tomorrow, and we are talking about it. We are going to have a pool party for my 50th and Kevin's 55th. We're going to have public subs. Yep. And birthday cake, and it's going to be fun. I don't know which pool bar it's going to be at. Probably Pedals.
Probably Pedals. Yeah, I think that's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
it's going to be a whole lot of fun and a whole lot of public subs going on there that night.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I've got a little bit more work to do tonight, so I will see you next week. Podcast comes out tomorrow, Dave.
I'm working on it now. Yep. So
how bad was my sound? How many ums and ahs?
You're fine. Yeah, I had to edit a lot of my ums and stuff too, so don't you worry about it. It's all good. So should be out late tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about our last day at G3 at Epcot and all the great things that happened, all the great people that we met. And we're very, very thankful for everybody. So thank you so much. And it was a great time.
And I know how much you love it when I plug other podcasts.
You go right ahead. I don't mind at all.
You guys, if you are not listening to the Mickey File podcast, you must at least listen to this week's Mickey File podcast because Scott and Karen have a Disney historian on. It's going to be very interesting. I can't wait to listen, and you should all listen. So even if you have never listened before, listen to this week's Mickey File podcast, and then go back and listen to the rest of them. Dave, we don't live in a world without pasta. That is totally Dave's world.
Good night, guys. Everybody. Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, bye. I gotta go find Pete Werner's rant.
I know. I want to go watch now. Great. I gotta see this rant. Steve's got us all. Hanover's got us all going.
Bye.